very dedicated granddaughter, daughter, sister and friend she was, taking care of everyone and thinking of everyone. This 18th of June, we will be organizing her Piroi ceremony. Due to the current health emergency situation caused by COVID-19, we won't be inviting anybody else other than the close family members. Hope everyone else will remember her in their hearts, and hopefully next year we will be able to organize a much proper ceremony. To the beautiful person you were, Dinah, you are always with us in our hearts and minds. We miss you. Yours, Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh, Kong Banandai Bamlaikai, grandparents, parents, brothers, sisters and friends.
Ning tam la lainga ya de ning tam lal hona.
First, the top news headlines. Manipur's COVID-19 tally climbs to 543 with 43 new cases. "20 Indian Army personnel killed in clashes with Chinese troops in Galwan Valley." And India sees 11,000 fresh cases in single day. Recovery rate improves to 52.7%. A very good afternoon. You are watching Times of Manipur Television News today at 1 p.m. This is Loving Rimai with the news in detail. With 43 new cases of COVID-19 registered in Manipur during the past 24 hours, the total tally in the state has soared to 543 with 384 active cases. According to an official report, all the results were confirmed at the Virus Research and Diagnostic Laboratories (VRDLs) of Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences (JANIMS) and Regional Institute of Medical Sciences (RIMS) Imphal. 159 patients have recovered from the disease. No COVID-19 related death has been reported in the state till date. 20 Indian Army personnel, including a colonel, were killed in clashes with Chinese troops in the Galwan Valley in eastern Ladakh on Monday night, the biggest military confrontation in over 5 decades that has significantly escalated the already volatile border standoff in the region. As details emerge of the violence escalation, the United States says it is closely monitoring the situation and hopes that the differences will be resolved peacefully. According to media reports, the army initially said that an officer and 2 soldiers were killed yesterday, but in a late evening statement, it revised the figure to 20, saying 17 others who were critically injured in the line of duty and exposed to sub-zero temperatures at the standoff location succumbed to their injuries. It is the biggest confrontation between the two militaries after their 1967 clashes in Natula, when India lost around 80 soldiers while over 300 Chinese army personnel were killed in the confrontation. The casualties take both sides into uncharted territory at a time when the government's attention is focused on fighting the COVID-19 crisis that appears to be ballooning by the day. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a high-level meeting with Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and Home Minister Amit Shah last evening, where he carried out a comprehensive review of the situation in eastern Ladakh, where the two armies have been in a standoff for over 5 weeks. It is understood that India decided to continue with a firm approach in dealing with China's aggressive behavior along the nearly 3,500-kilometer de facto border. The violent face-off was the result of an attempt by the Chinese side to unilaterally change the status quo in the region, and that both sides suffered casualties that could have been avoided if the agreement arrived earlier was scrupulously followed by the Chinese side. With a sharp rise of 2,003 fatalities in the day, the coronavirus death toll in India rose to 11,903 today, taking the total case tally in India past the 3.5 lakh mark. As per the latest figures by the Union Health Ministry this morning, around 11,000 new cases of coronavirus were recorded in the country. With the addition of the fresh cases, coronavirus cases in India have reached 3,54,065. The total tally of coronavirus cases in India includes 1,86,934 recoveries. The active cases in India now stands at 1,55,227. Yesterday, India's coronavirus tally stood at 3,43,091. These included 1,53,178 active cases, while 1,80,012 had recovered. The death toll stood at 9,900. The sharp rise in death toll came after Maharashtra increased its tally by 1,328 deaths, which is said had not been reported previously, taking the fatality count to 5,537. Let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Brilliance School Malom Higher Secondary Exam da second position yauna position holder kaya puthokraba Brilliance School Malom Tulihal Makhana Hauzik Oiriba COVID-19 gi yengjaraga handak chahi gi class 11 science amadi arts ki admission fee logjararoi ikai khumna jariba parents amadi guardian singna June gi tang 13 tagi kun fawgi manungda registration tawbiu aikhogi website www.brillianceschool.org Natraga, I contact number 96121714646.
Royal Academy of Science. How ki bachahi kayada higher secondary examination da position fankraba mahiroi kaya puthoki betanatana IS officer, MPS officer, MFS officer amasung medical officer nifu hena puthokraba Royal Academy of Science ki 2021 session gi oina class 11 science taming sananaba online registration ki process haujare tamningba mahiroi singna Royal Academy of Science ki ozakhra ki phone number sing pijari basida contact tawbirau mobile number 9436428036 9856159268 87942138897 98561488080 82579566602
Ichabu mahi tamhanba haibasi mama mapa singna machada piba ngamba khwaidigi chabu khudoni Slopland Public School, biggest and the finest residential school, Manipur gi oina lemjuningai oiraba, mahi tampam ama oiriba, khwaidigi chunaraba mafamda semgatlaba, CBSE the affiliate toba higher secondary school oiri. Icha singbu admission tawidana mama mapa singna machada piba ngamba, khwaidigi chabu khudol oibiu, ichagi phazabalam chat sajati ahombadu ubiu, Slopland Public School Khongjom.
Welcome back after the break. Langtabal constituency MLA and CAF and PD Minister Karam Shyam today lauded all individuals who have donated money to the Langtabal constituency COVID-19 relief committee. Two individuals, Karibam Ibomcha and Helena, have donated Rs 2 lakh and Rs 10,000 respectively to the relief committee. So far, around 35 individuals have extended aid to the Langtabal constituency COVID-19 relief committee. Minister Karam Shyam stated that the noble gestures of the masses show that humanity do still exist. He also added so far the relief committee has spent around Rs 84 lakh and 50,000 in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. He also underlined on the roles and contributions of each and everyone in controlling the pandemic. Thoubal Deputy Commissioner Ann Bandana today said that the district administration Thoubal is all set to open a 100-bedded COVID-19 care center. She said the proposed COVID-19 center would not affect the normal functioning of the administration. Of the 25 COVID-19 patients in the district, 14 have recovered while 778 are being quarantined at different institutional and community quarantine centers across the district. A 6-year-old boy, Kangambam Tonson Meitei of Tendongyan Awang Lekai of Imphal West District, distributed face masks and hand sanitizers and hand gloves to personnel of RIMAI police station today. Master Kangambam Tonsin Meitei, son of K. Jugindra Singh, and Kangambam O. Inaubi Devi is studying in KG1 at Kemp's English Academy School, Luang Changbam. He handed over the items to the officer in charge of RIMAI police station, honoring the frontline workers. Supporting their fight against COVID-19 pandemic, 18 computerized eye testing and eye care center, Taubal Bazaar, yesterday distributed face masks and edibles to traffic police and police personnel on duty at Taubal, Tongkong, Yaripok, Lamkai, Kangabok and Wangjing. Proprietor of Malem Nganbi nursery firm Kangla Sipai, Nongmaitem Ranjit today distributed rice, face masks and saplings to villagers of New Salem in Senapati district. Monetary aid was also extended to senior residents of the village. Village head Ramthar expressed happiness over the kind gesture of the firm. On the occasion, Nongmaitem Ranjit stressed on the importance of nurturing love and brotherhood among one another.
Hoy amatani haibe wakalda aina sangderaga paima singda yama singda pijabani adu ngasi aina pijariba u pambi se masi tharaga wal environment ga mai lena tharaga ipana ipuna tharamba uni haibado mipung khudingna isujingna khangor suno haibe wakalda aina thamjaba.
A meeting held at the office of Moirang Kendra Progressive Front (MKPF) in Moirang Pilem Lekai condemned delimitation exercise based on 2001 census. Thongam Shanti, a social worker, chief advisor of MKPF, Dr. Y. Modhu, President L. Gopal, Secretary M. Uttam Kumar, and workers were present in the meeting. Shanti condemned the delimitation exercise in the northeast and Kashmir during such critical times of COVID-19 pandemic. He added that the citizens of the state cannot accept the centre's move to break constituencies in the valley into pieces to increase the number of constituencies in the hills through delimitation. He urged the government to take up steps in the interest of the people of the state. Village chiefs and village authorities of Tamenglong district have expressed pleasure over Tamai constituency MLA and NPF Manipur unit president Awangbo Nyumai being inducted as one of the cabinet ministers into the Anbiran ministry. A grand feast was held yesterday at the Paitol Village Community Hall in Tosem subdivision of Tamenglong to celebrate it. Paitol Segment ADC, Executive Member Hatlong Dogel and around 35 village chiefs and village authorities attended the event. As a part of the special tree plantation project all over India, personnel of 86 Battalion CRPF along with the villagers planted trees at Karuang Muan Nungtek Part 1 village of Nonay district today. Speaking to the media persons, Commandant 86 Battalion CRPF Kalyan Singha said that the 86 Battalion has a target to plant 11,000 saplings during this monsoon season in Imphal, Kaisinam, Sejang, Hauchong and Nonay. 5,000 saplings of different varieties had already been planted. More trees will be planted before the end of the monsoon season. The plantation drive was attended by Assistant Commandant F. Koi 86 Battalion, LL Com Assistant Commandant F. Koi 86 Battalion, Shradhyarana Chanu, Officer in charge of Bikoi 86 Battalion, Shukram and Chairman of the Village Authority of Karuang Muan Nungtek Village and Gangong Lung Kumba. Let's take another short break. Stay tuned.
LPG dealers Pamche. Manipurda Lanai LPG bottling plant asina lakpage iroinana. Manipurda domestic amadi commercial sector da LPG gas dealer khara pamche. Dealer oibining basingna contact tobirau MS Kangla Gas Solutions Malom Bajar opposite SBI ATM, Imphal West, Manipur 795140. Natraga, Aikogi contact number 700-515-2808 Natraga 700-568-3960 Natraga 961-2441-740 da contact tobiro. Langol View Charitable Clinic haina khangnaram mafam asi Lamjingba Hospital and Medical Research Institute Private Limited haina khangnarakani. Mafam asida medicine, gynecology, surgery, orthopedic, ENT amadi pediatrics ka mari lenaba analaying service singi khudong chawa lobiyo. Akupa marol gidama contact tobiyo Lamjingba Hospital and Medical Research Institute Private Limited, RIMS Southgate near Kombinay Kaithel. Hospital helpline number 8258967890.
Welcome back. A team from 3 Corps Indian Army carried out survey for constructing a Bailey Bridge over the natural pond near the Bagjan 5 oil well site in Assam's Tinsukia yesterday. According to media reports, 2 numbers of bunk houses and 1 number of generating set have been placed at site after completion of civil work for development of the area. First load of equipment or materials mobilized from ONGC Rajamundry reached Duliajan and offloaded yesterday early morning at Oil's CMT yard, Duliajan, for inspection by experts. India is expected to register a comfortable victory in the Security Council elections today that will bring the country to the UN High Table as a non-permanent member for the 2021-22 term. As per reports, the 193-member UN General Assembly will hold elections for President of the 75th session of the Assembly, 5 non-permanent members of the Security Council and members of the Economic and Social Council under special voting arrangements put in place at the UN headquarters due to COVID-19 related restrictions. India is all set to join the powerful 15-nation Security Council as a non-permanent member. India is a candidate for a non-permanent seat from the Asia-Pacific category for the 2021-2022 term. India's victory is certain since it is the sole candidate vying for the lone seat from the grouping. New Delhi's candidature was unanimously endorsed by the 55-member Asia-Pacific grouping, including China and Pakistan, in June last year. The Supreme Court today asked the centre to issue a direction to states for payment of salaries to doctors and healthcare workers treating COVID-19 patients. According to reports, the court asked centre to file a report on payments within a month and warned that non-compliance of the order would be viewed seriously. The report further added that healthcare staff involved in fighting the infection should not be denied quarantine facilities. During the hearing, Solicitor General S.G. Tushar Mehta, appearing for the centre, told the court that the government had already issued a circular saying that the healthcare workers must be paid. He also said that the directive to the states will be issued within 24 hours and the chief secretaries of state will be responsible to ensure timely salaries. He also said that non-payment of salaries will be made criminal offence under the NDMA Act. The head of the World Health Organization says more than 1 lakh confirmed cases of coronavirus have been reported worldwide each day over the past 2 weeks, mostly in the Americas and South Asia, and countries that have curbed transmissions must stay alert to the possibility of resurgence. According to a media report, WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus noted a new cluster of cases in Beijing, which went more than 50 days without a new case of COVID-19, and said the origin of that new series of cases is under investigation. Dr. Michael Ryan, the WHO's emergencies chief, said the UN Health Agency has offered additional assistance to Chinese authorities and said WHO could be bolstering its team in China in the coming days as the investigation advances. Tedros noted that it took over 2 months to reach 1 lakh reported cases. Now that is a daily norm. Nearly 3/4 of each day's new cases come from 10 countries, mostly in South Asia and the Americas, the report added. Before we end the bulletin, giving you the headlines once again. Manipur's COVID-19 tally climbs to 543 with 43 new cases. "20 Indian Army personnel killed in clashes with Chinese troops in Galwan Valley." And India sees 11,000 fresh cases in single day. Recovery rate improves to 52.7%. That's the end of the bulletin for the news today at 1 p.m. Thank you for watching.